What's up, everybody? Good morning. Brian Fink with Fink Fitness here. If you know me, you know I'm really high-paced energy, a lot of woo, let's go. That's my general personality, but it's early in the morning. My pregnant wife and my son are upstairs sleeping. So in an effort to be consistent with filming videos, to hold myself accountable, but also to help you guys follow along if you'd like to, I'm going to be doing these early morning trainings. So the Brian Fink is going to be a little bit dialed down in terms of my energy, but the information and the form and the cues and everything that I'm going to try to provide to you, I think are still going to be spot on. And hopefully you find them helpful. So today I'm going to be doing some chest training, okay? Couple chest movements I'll go through. I'm only going to do one set of these movements, just I don't want to bore you, but if I were to do this training myself, I would probably move through at least 3 sets, most likely even 4 of all these movements. But today, again, I'm just going to show you one set, try to talk to you about some cues for each one as I'm moving through it. So let's get started. First movement is just a TRX chest press. So kind of a golden rule before I get started here with the chest press, if you're new to it, with the TRX or any movement for that matter, your feet dictate the intensity. So if I'm doing a chest press from here, this is obviously going to be much more challenging than if I step forward here a little bit like this, and now I'm relatively upright. So when you're doing these movements, or if you're following along, try to just find the angle that you feel good with, okay? So first movement, TRX chest press. My TRX again is straight down. I'm gonna put my feet pretty close together. Feet together, knees together, thighs lifted, butt squeezed, abs tight. Try to get the biggest stretch that you can. Press strong through the outside portion of your palms. So get a nice big stretch to the bottom, opening up that chest shoulder tie-in, and then drive to the top. Big stretch and press. Try to keep your body nice and strong and straight, so that you can get the most out of this movement. I unfortunately already did this, but I had my headphones close by. So as I was talking to you guys through this workout, the audio was so bad that I have to go back and do this again, but I'm already feeling the few sets that I did prior. But this TRX chest press is an incredible way. And as I fatigue, watch this. Move forward a little bit. And now I can keep rolling here for a few more. And then as this becomes tough, then I can again take and bring myself up just a little bit more. And then now I was able to move through some pretty challenging reps. And then as I'm coming back up top, I'm kind of building some muscle endurance. So this TRX chest press, incredible exercise. So that's a good first set. First movement. I love this TRX because it's so versatile and it meets you where you're at with your fitness. So if you're somebody that is pretty strong, pretty able-bodied, been training for a while, the TRX can suit you. All right, doing a push-up with this TRX straight down, you got a lot of instability with your handles, makes it hard. You could also put a weight vest on, okay? Make it even harder. But if you're somebody that's new to movement, you can very easily step forward and find an angle that works for you. So great exercise. Number 2, okay? This is a chest press, chest fly combo. So you're gonna see I'll try to kind of do one straight on here and then I'll turn to the side. As I do this movement, one arm is gonna press while the other arm does a chest fly. And then I'm alternating each time. So what's challenging about this movement is that you have to keep equal tension in your TRX straps. If I didn't, watch what happens. So this hand is going to dump forward. And you're trying to keep the TRX straps the same level the entire time. So as I'm going through this movement, I'll move over here a little bit. You can see the angle change. I'm having to press, not only through my press arm like this, but then press into that fly arm as well so that I'm keeping equal tension. Moving straight arm or straight on from the anchor point. See if that angle looks any better for you. But this is a really cool exercise that teaches you to focus on more than one thing at a time. And it's really gonna help build some resiliency in that chest, shoulder tie-in. So you don't have to alternate. You could do all one side and then all the other. But I usually like to move through here in an alternating fashion so that I'm distributing that tension equally throughout the set. So TRX chest press, chest fly combo, really, really cool exercise. Give that a shot. Again, you might have to take a pretty elementary angle in the beginning to where you're relatively almost, if you see me here, I'm almost standing straight up and down. But this allows me to start to do the motion of, okay, cool, one arm is pressing and the other arm is going out to the side. And as you get stronger, you just start to move those feet back. So again, I guess I'm biased, but I think this TRX is the greatest fitness modality because it allows you to have split-second changes, literally in a heartbeat, to make something easier, to make something harder. And doing that with dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells, without setting the weight down, picking up a lighter weight, continuing, that's hard to do. And for me, what's really helped me build my physique and strengthen myself is time under tension. So like putting my muscles in the oven and keeping them in there and trying not to open that door to take a peek and see if that meat was done or whatever's in there. You get what I'm kind of throwing down here, but trying to think about that metaphor of like, heat your body up, create tension. The more you do, the faster that product that's in the oven is going to cook at a higher temperature when you're not opening the door. It's the same thing with your body. I want to put my muscles in the oven and I want to keep them in there and I want to cook them. All right, it's very tempting to open that door up. But when you open the door, you lose heat and you lose tension. All right, so third movement here. This is an inside the arms TRX chest press. So again, normally when I'm doing a chest press, my hands are above here like this. And inside the arms press, I'm literally bringing the TRX straps inside my arms. This is going to work the front of my shoulders much more. Okay, so I'm dropping in as I'm stretching. My wrists are facing inward. And then as I go to press, I'm turning the wrist down. So nice big stretch. Shoulders come down and back. As you press, make sure you press slightly downward. That's gonna keep the TRX straps from rubbing kind of aggressively on the back of your arms and your triceps. So it's trying to keep that nice tension throughout, and also not give yourself sort of a red tattoo on the back of your arm. So again, still in the chest press family, feeling my chest working, but as I'm fatiguing here, I'm gonna move forward. Definitely a lot more front delt on this, which I think is a wonderful area to strengthen. Trying to squeeze your chest every time at the top. Once again though, love the ability to just move the feet and just keep, bam, that tension rolling. As you start to fatigue, just move your feet forward, make it a little bit easier, or if you're doing a different movement, you can move your feet back. But a TRX inside the arms chest press, awesome exercise. Again, really feeling the front of that shoulder. On all these exercises, my chest and sort of shoulder region is really coming to life, which is good. That's what I want. That's the sort of muscles that I'm intending to train. If you're training a particular muscle group and you're not kind of feeling the area, I think you need to go back to the drawing board, try a different apparatus. And again, you might not like the TRX, and that's fine. Maybe you like dumbbells, maybe you like cables, whatever you like, lean into it. But I really feel my muscles engaging with this TRX. I really feel the tension, and that's why I love it so much, because I feel the target muscle. All right, this next movement is a T push-up. So it's a unilateral exercise. You have to work one side at a time. Again, try to move slow and controlled. For this one, this is a little bit advanced, intermediate advanced, so you may have to, I guess I could show you from your knees here. If you can't do it, this would kind of be the modification, okay? So from the knees, doing your push-up, coming up top, picking the arm up, raising it up, and then coming back down. And even if your push-up was slightly limited, just trying to kind of do some resemblance of what I'm showing you here, okay? But if you're doing it kind of full throttle here, this is what it looks like. I usually don't do much more than about 5 reps. Try to go through them nice and slow. Get a lot out of it. So nice, good push-up, shoulder blades tuck, touch my schnoz to the ground, press hard through that right arm, tap my TRX strap, a nice, good controlled fall out. Repeat. Again, keeping the body straight. Strong arm here too. Control, hand touches, repeat. So really, also a lot of abs coming out of this movement. Again, very challenging. So, got to do the other side, unilateral. Again, definitely a little cardio component too, because even though I'm tired, my left arm, left side is relatively ready to go. Boom. Nice. Slow, controlled, rock out. 2 more. Stretch. Push through, press hard, tap, control. 1 more. Nose close to the ground. Strong left arm, reach up, tap. Good control. It's a tough one. So TRX T push-up. As you can see, panting, that's hard. So that's a cardiovascular challenge as well. I don't do a ton of, kind of side note here, but I don't do a ton of cardio. Not to say that it wouldn't benefit me, but what is cardio? I believe it's just heart rate training. So if you can train and keep your heart rate in a desired zone, whether that's zone 2 for you, you're getting into zone 3, all that stuff, figuring out what that target heart rate is And if you can achieve that through your movement, I think you're kind of killing two birds with one stone, which I think is cool. Now, if you love to run and you love to bike or swim or hike, I absolutely support that. I think that's great. But if you're short on time, I think if you are strategic with your training and you're kind of looking at your watch and keeping your rest times somewhat minimal, I believe that you can really improve your cardiovascular health, as well as build some strength and muscle at the same time. So this last movement that I'm gonna show you today, this is like a chest focused dip. The beauty is I get to use my feet here to help me a little bit. So I'm getting underneath of the anchor point, stepping my feet back. So my knees are pretty much directly underneath this anchor point. I'm gonna lean forward a little bit with the chest, dropping into a nice little dip, touching the knees gently, coming up, and then squeezing my chest together. So trying to really be minimal with your, see I can pick the feet up, I'm hardly using them, but as I fatigue, I can absolutely dig into those feet a little bit more. And then just like I've talked about, moving forward, which you're gonna see me here do shortly, is also another great way. Let's get one more here at this angle. Starting to kind of lose it. So I'll step forward a little bit. And then now, oh baby, I'm getting a little bit more assistance from my quads. But let me tell you, that chest, one more, is still absolutely cooked. Woo. So, today, just shows you guys some chest training. These were just 5 movements that I selected today. I have a lot of movements that I go through. I think it's fun when you're switching things up. I think it keeps the body healthy, keeps the body guessing. But my goal of this and sort of this channel is just to provide you with the opportunity to move and move more and move with this TRX. If you don't have a TRX, you're gonna have to find a way to get one if you wanna watch my channel. So I'm gonna keep filming these videos. I'm gonna keep sending them to you guys. If you get any value out of them, please like them, please share them. I'm trying to spread my message. I think there's a lot of sick people that are in pain and they hurt and they want to get out of it, but they don't know how. I think this is the tool. I think this is the answer. But I need help in spreading that message. So I'm gonna be coming to you guys with certain videos that are just like today, just chest. Some are gonna be all legs, all arms, shoulders, but there's gonna be a mixed bag. It's gonna be full body, it's gonna be core, it's gonna be cardio, it's gonna be stretching. I'm just gonna try to continue to just pump and throw a bunch of movement at you. And I love your feedback. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you wanna see. But I'm so passionate about this stuff. I love it, if you can't tell. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna keep doing this for me, but also for you. So again, thank you for your support in advance. I appreciate it. And in the meantime, think fit, think Fink.